Alright guys, welcome to another Contest of Champions, and today I am here again with Ian, and we got an interesting matchup today. Both of these models I don't think have been seen yet on the channel. So we got Miss Marvel, which I'm playing, up against
Daredevil.
That Ian's decided to play. So who do you think is going to come out on top? These guys looking at the stat cards and that.
Yeah, Miss Marvel's beefy and she has some good ranged attack, but
very much so.
Again, Daredevil kind of like Spider-Man, hard to hit. He's got acrobatics.
Yeah, yeah, and he has that ability that allows him to dodge ranged attacks, right?
Yeah.
So, which is really, really good. But the thing that with Daredevil too is basic attack is a range / melee attack, so you can be up to 4 inches away, or in base contact with my character, and it does 2 damage, but it's stun 1. And it's green, so you can use it as much as you want.
Away that power.
So just whittle away the power every time you hit her, right? So that's really, really, really cool and good to see. So that'd be interesting in seeing it. If I had to choose between the two, I think I'm gonna put the money on Daredevil as well. So, but I think they're both pretty close in abilities as to being able to put out a good amount of damage, stuff like that. That it's gonna be a close match, and it's gonna be really based off the dice, I think. But we'll have to see what happens. So we'll show you the board, show you the, then get right into deployment, I should say, and get going from there. So this here is our 2x2 sort of playing area. It's sort of like a central sort of parkway or courtyard, I guess you can say, with buildings on either side sort of lining it off. So we got the trees in the center with the hydrant and stuff like that. So we'll roll for deployment next. Here's the roll for deployment. I got a 5, Ian got a 1. Ian, I'll let you set up Daredevil first. And so Daredevil has set up on the ground floor and the road right there for his deployment. And Miss Marvel has set up right here, straight across from Daredevil. We'll come back with initiative next. Initiative, round 1. I got a 2 to Ian's 8.
I'm gonna give it to you.
All right, Miss Marvel's going first. So for I almost call her Lady Mastermind, Miss Marvel's go. She's deciding to stay still because she is just within 18 inches of Daredevil there. And she's going to use a Light Beam, which is a 3 power attack, blue, range 18, 2 damage. It is an energy attack, and I am going to overload it. So cost me 4, and these are
improve my defense.
You're going to improve your defense? You're not going to use your...
I'm not going to use dodge. It's a little too intensive right now.
All right. So your energy defense goes up to what then?
17.
All right. So her attack is 6, I believe. So that's 11. Plus her attack of 6. And does she get 1 from being in the physical? 1. So that is 7. So that is 18. And that is 2 damage to Daredevil. Daredevil's go. Ian, what are you going to do with him?
I'm going to use my grapple stick to move up 12.
Okay.
To here.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to use my throwing club.
All right.
And I'm going to overload that.
I will improve my physical defense on Miss Marvel, so it goes up to a what?
Physical defense is up to 18. 18.
Ugh.
So I need 13 on 3 dice.
Yeah, and you do get to re-roll one of these dice because of Master Fighter as well. So that is a 13.
I'm going to re-roll this.
Yeah. And so that's...
Make it worse.
Make it worse. So that is 12 plus your attack.
Is just 18.
18, so not enough. She does not take any damage this turn. We'll come back with initiative next. Initiative round 2. Round 2. I got a 3. And Ian has an 8. What are you going to do?
I'm going to take it.
All right. We'll see what Daredevil does next. And Daredevil's go. What are you going to do with him?
I'm going to spend 1 to move him up within 5, so that's probably good enough.
Oh, yeah.
Need her within 4 to use my billy club.
Okay.
And
so
I'm going to overload the attack.
Okay, so I'm going to improve her physical defense. And this is a melee attack with a range 4. So it's still a melee attack, so she does get the +1 to her physical defense. So her physical defense is a 19 right now. But you do have 3 dice and Master Fighter to re-roll one of those. Plus your attack of 6. So that is a... 13. 13.
So that's 19.
So I have a physical defense of 19, so that's a miss.
So I'm going to have to re-roll this.
Yeah, and hope for something higher than... There you go.
Get the 8.
So that is a 2 damage to Miss Marvel and stun. So she's down to 5 power left after improving her physical defense. I think you're going to do it again, too.
I'm going to do it one more time.
All right. Let's see what happens. There's an 11. So re-roll that 2. And it's a 2 again, so that is a miss. But she does take 2 damage, and she does lose a power. So she's at 5 power remaining right now for her go. Miss Marvel's go. She's going to be doing a overloaded Force Blast up against Daredevil. It is an energy attack. Costs 3 power, but I'm overloading it for 4, leaving her with 1 power left. And so I need to beat a 16 on this roll. So that is a crit. So that's 16 plus her attack value is 7. So it's 3 damage to Daredevil. That's not good. Come back with initiative next. Initiative, round 3. And I got a 5. Ian has an 8.
I'm taking it again.
I would too. We'll come back with Daredevil next. Daredevil's go. What is he going to do?
He's going to go for a pair of overloaded billy clubs.
All right, I will improve Miss Marvel's physical defense. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a crit, and that's a hit.
Perfect.
So that's 3 damage. That puts her into the pale. So, and she's also stunned, drops her down to 5 power. So that's the first one.
Let's do that again.
Let's do that again, he says. That's 12 plus his attack of 6. 18. That's not enough because I did improve her physical defense.
Give up that crit.
Yeah. And nothing. But she is in the pale from taking 3 damage and is down to 5 power from the stun. Miss Marvel's go. What she's going to do is she's going to move 1 power, or use 1 power to move back 4 inches. Just right there in front of that truck there. And then she's going to do overloaded light beam on Daredevil, who has no power left. So I do need to roll 3 dice, and I need to beat his 16 energy defense. Or 15.
I'm going to improve it to 17.
Yeah. So I need to beat a 17, and that's 14 plus her attack of 6. And so that is a critical, so 3 damage to Daredevil.
And that knocks him into the pail.
And so, end of the round. We need to make a couple of stamina tests. So I'll roll for Miss Marvel right now. She rolls a 6 and is awake. And Daredevil, he rolls a 10.
And he is out.
Oh, initiative for next round next. All right, initiative. If I get this, could be good for Miss Marvel. If Ian gets it, he really wants it actually.
I totally want it.
I get a 6. Ian gets a 1, so Miss Marvel will be coming up next. Miss Marvel's go. I'm going to activate her first. She's actually going to use a overloaded Force Blast, hoping for that crit, on Daredevil, who is knocked out. So he has a 9 energy defense right now. So there's the attack. So that is a 11 right there on the roll. So that is 2 damage. Puts him into the red, and then she's going to follow up with another Force Blast. And hoped for a crit. That's 6 plus her attack of 6 is 12. And that also puts him 2 more damage down into the red. So he only has 3 damage left. We'll come back with his activation next. All right. His go. Daredevil. Let's see if he wakes up. That's a 4.
He's
He is awake. He is down 2 power though. And
got 3 left.
He has 3 power remaining. Let's see what he does with them. So Daredevil, for his go after waking up from the KO, is going to move forward towards Miss Marvel. 4 inches. Just outside, so he can still throw his billy clubs at her. That's 1 power. Then he has 2 left, so he's going to attempt the billy club at her. And she has a physical defense of 16. But 17 because she's flying, and this is a melee attack. So let's see what you get. That's 5. Plus your attack of 6. No, 5 is 10. But you get to reroll 1 because Master Fighter, so you could roll really good. That's 10 plus your attack of...
Still not enough.
Not enough. All right. End of the round. Miss Marvel needs to make a stamina test. And she rolls a 3. She's still in this. Daredevil. He rolls an 8.
I'm okay.
He's good as well, so we'll come back with initiative next. Initiative next round. I got a 7. 2, Ian's 3. Miss Marvel will take it. Miss Marvel's go. For her first attack, she's going to do an overloaded Force Blast on Daredevil. So that will cost 4 power.
And I'm going to dodge it.
Okay. So that
3.
Yeah. So here's the roll for the dodge. And that's 8. I believe you do make your agility.
Yeah, agility 8.
All right. So that is canceled. So with her last 3 power then, she's going to use a regular Force Blast on him. And so that's a 8 plus an attack of 6 is 14. And that is no good. And a miss. Daredevils go. What's going to happen?
Billy Club attack.
All right, got to beat a 17 here.
Straight dice.
So that's 8 and a 3 is 11 plus your attack of 5 is
16. Not going to do it, so let's get higher.
That's a 14 plus 5, so that is 2 damage to Miss Marvel. And it's the end of the round, so let's see who is still standing on their feet. Miss Marvel's roll is a 12, and she is knocked out. This is where Daredevil wants to stay awake. And it's a 5, and he's awake, so she is KO'd. Uh-oh. Could the tables turn? This is an important initiative round, because if Daredevil gets it, he could put a beating into Miss Marvel. I rolled an 8 though.
Oh, jeez.
And I got a 2. All right. So for Miss Marvel's activation, she's going to see if she can wake up. And that's a 7. And her stamina is 9. She is awake. So after waking up from being KO'd, Miss Marvel has 5 power remaining. And she is going to do a overloaded force blast on Daredevil.
And I'm going to try and dodge it.
And he's going to dodge. That's a 9. And your agility is?
An 8. So I'm going to re-roll one with Acrobat.
I think you got to re-roll
both dice.
Yeah, you get to re-roll your both dice there. That's a 14.
No.
All right, so I still hit him. So let's see if I actually do hit him. He has energy 15. So that's 12 plus her attack of 6 is 2 more damage to Daredevil. He's not dead. He has 1 damage left. We'll see what he does next. Here's the Billy Clubs up against Miss Marvel, who has 1 power left. So I will improve her physical defense, just to make it that much more difficult.
Curses.
Yes. Well, that's a 6.
Let's go.
Not enough. All right, end of the round, stamina tests. Let's see what happens. Miss Marvel is KO'd. Does Daredevil stay on his feet?
He's okay.
Does.
Oh, yeah, he's okay.
He's stamina 9. So we'll come back with initiative then. Roll, here we go. I got an 8 again. What the heck? And he got a 1. That's pretty telling. Miss Marvel will stand up and force blast Daredevil. Let's see what happens.
What am I going to do? I'm going to try and dodge it.
All right. And it's a dodge. So she can't do anything else, but she does have 1 power remaining. So we'll see what Daredevil does next. Daredevils go. Billy Clubs, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
I am going to improve my physical defense.
Give it a shot. Go for that big roll.
That's 9. Come on, you need an 8. 14 plus 6?
Plus 5.
And my physical defense is a what?
19.
Oh, no.
No, never mind. It's an 18, so that is a hit.
Oh, but I'm flying and it's a melee attack.
Curses.
So no. So close. So at the end of the round, excuse me, end of the round, stamina test for Miss Marvel. She loves it this round. Double ones. Daredevil. He loves it. We'll come back with initiative next. Here is the initiative roll. Let's see if I get it. Or Ian got. I get a 7. What is up? 8s. You get a 7. Re-roll those. So here's my roll. I got a 7. You got a 3. Ooh. Miss Marvel's going to go first. Miss Marvel's go. She's going to do an overloaded force blast up against Daredevil.
And I'm going to try and dodge.
Yeah. No, but you get to re-roll. You get to re-roll that. That's not good. So here's the roll. That's a big crit right there.
He is utterly destroyed.
3 damage to Daredevil, who is incapacitated and taking out of the contest of champions. All right, guys, welcome to the After Action Report. You saw the matchup between Miss Marvel and Daredevil. I honestly thought Daredevil was going to come out on top.
Yeah, he had good potential, but once he got knocked down, like losing the power and the attack, really limited what he could do. Yeah,
and you couldn't capitalize on the times that I was knocked out because I ended up rolling for initiative and going first. Dice game. I really do think like it came down to the dice. Like if I crapped out on some of my rolls, I think Daredevil could have came up on top. I think the big thing they mentioned as we were discussing is actually his Billy Clubs is a melee attack, and that really hampered you because it increased my defense.
Flying character,
because Miss Marvel has a fly ability, so it's really good that she has it. Bad for him because it makes him have to roll that much better. But with that said, if he did hit with his Billy Clubs,
he's a solid character.
Yeah, for 6 points, not bad. I would take him for 6 points. I would definitely take him. Be able to put him wherever you need to with each round using 2 power, and then Billy Club people to death. Yeah, I'd take it. And Master Fighter, get to reroll one of those dice. So, well, Ian, thank you very much, dude.
Thank you.
I appreciate the matches and that. Guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ignite your hobby.